Everyone, where's my graphic? Turn off the music. We're rolling here. Caught me by surprise there. I'm just turning on the thing. Good morning, Easy. I've got to cut you off. I'm sorry. Let's get to the show. Good morning, everybody. Didn't have my banner up. Good thing I wasn't. Good thing I look presentable here. Good thing I'm online at Tony's Picks. Welcome to the Morning Steam. I'm Ramon Scott, and it is Wednesday, June 5th. We get ready for a great sports betting day on Wednesday with Major League Baseball and WNBA action. I'm watching tennis. I see Joe T in the chat already worried about his play here with Rabakina Paolini. Man, looking great out here. Paolini, could she actually score a win here at the French Open? We got another match coming up here in a little bit. Maybe we'll make a pick. It's not a close one. Neither of these matches here today were scheduled to be very close with the ladies. And, well, we didn't get a chance to see Novak Djokovic. I don't know. I looked like what I said on the show. I think everyone knew that Novak was having a problem. I talked about him taking that tumble. He's got a torn meniscus, some type of meniscus tear. I don't know how many meniscuses does everybody have. So, anyways, Joker had to basically check out of the French Open, and Casper Ruud, my bet to win the men's side, gets a walkover over Novak Djokovic. Sometimes it's good to have a little luck on your side. Let's say hello to everyone here in the chat. Man, I messed up the intro there. I hope you guys got a laugh out of that like I did. I think I wasn't doing anything too crazy here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to our channel and this video. Hope to get, oh man, we've been cracking 100 viewers here. Little old me, but they're really here to see your picks as well. And we bring you a little bit of information here daily on the Morning Steam. We got baseball today. It's all we have to talk about. Maybe a little WNBA, always some good drama there. Going to talk yesterday about the baseball card. Maybe, man, I had good volume. I just couldn't bring anything home, and I had pretty much just a 500 day. I lost a WNBA game with the total over in Liberty and Sky, and boy, I really thought it was heading over. And then Angel Reese got ejected. The Sky only scored 9 points in the fourth quarter. We're seeing some fourth quarter woes in our women's basketball league, no doubt about it. Not anything you might see in the other league. All right, I'm going to say hi to everyone now that I've screwed up the show really good. And here we have, there it is. Joe T talking about Rabakina. Jeff Schramm is here. Thomas Lewis, good morning. Hello to Thomas. And Dre is here today. Luis is here as well. And how about Justin? Our Thompson is here today visiting us. And Chad's here today. Oh, interesting. Chad, I was wondering what you might do with these today. He's on the favorites in the WNBA, it sounds like. So let me make sure I get the right sheet up here from yesterday. I did have a premium winner, Phoenix and Seattle under. Great call. Solo, I haven't seen him yet, but he gave us the Washington, Connecticut game. I should have pounced on it, but I did bet it, but I didn't put it as a premium after I saw that Solo gave it out here on the show. Let's roll with Solo in that under Washington and Connecticut yesterday. That was awesome. So Chad says roll with those favorites. Let's get it here on the screen. Roll with those favorites today. Boy, I want to, let's roll with it, Chad. Maybe we could have our own consensus, if you will. I'm worried that the lines have totally gone up here on these favorites. I'm sure it's a lot of good early sharp money here, but I did a couple of previews with Tony, and I sent the games in, a couple hours before I hook up with him on the late night recordings, and I sent it to him. Aces -6.5. I like that. Well, by the time I saw Tony, it was already -8, and now here this morning we already got another half a point, another whole point. It's now Las Vegas -9. Well, I'm not going to change my pick, but man, I'm going to probably stretch it out. I mean, I already bet 6.5. You know how I work. I mean, look, try to make professional picks here on the show. I'm a professional handicapper, but I'm also an earner, and probably going to have some pretty good situations in the WNBA. Probably a little take back on these. It feels like here's Ray here today. The other game is well moved, not as much, but the Lynx were a 7-point favorite. They moved up to 7.5. WNBA is kind of our big story here today. Still, Fernando here today. We got early baseball here today. Yeah, and they have the 6 on the aces, right? So just a huge move on the aces here today. Maybe a little bit with, let's see, Jaylen Brown is out for the Wings. Man, we almost just did the preview. Aces have Hayes and Gray. They've acquired Tiffany Hayes or signed her anyway. I think what it ended up being was I mentioned that the Aces had cut their first round draft choice, and they've ended up signing the veteran Tiffany Hayes here. She's uh, certainly been around in this league, a veteran here many seasons, and played with the Sun last year. She's a pretty much a former Atlanta player, played there for 10 years, and then went off and played um, in always played in Europe, during the off season. But Hayes, a veteran, signs with the Aces. All right, and let's see. Dave enjoyed the Tigers. Dave sent me a video of oh gosh, Cecil Fielder hitting a home run over the roof at Tigers Stadium, and yeah, and how about when Reggie did it too in the All-Star game? Remember in 1972? I didn't remember that, but I remember back in the day, there weren't too many baseball highlights, historical highlights that you can watch. So, all right. Hey, I want to say hello and welcome to Fernando today. And let's see. Here it is. He's talking about our soccer today. I don't know what we can do here with soccer. Like I said, we'll be going. Actually, hey, we did have some plays yesterday in soccer and some. We just highlighted the games we were talking about. I can't go into that because I didn't give out any plays. So there's Fernando, though, with his plays today. I think other featured games I'm looking at San Marino at Slovakia, Sweden, and Denmark. That's got to be the big feature, I would think, here today. Also, Montenegro at Belgium, Luxembourg and France, Andorra and Spain. Just some of the features here. Also, tonight, Uruguay is going to be taking on Mexico as Mexico continues their U.S. tour here. This one's going to be in Denver tonight. So a little bit of soccer coverage, but we will be involved here, with the baseball every day. And we get CFL begins this week. I'm not sure yet. From what I've seen, we may not have CFL coverage at Tony'sPicks.com website. So we may go with, some extended coverage here on the show. We won't dive into it too heavily since it's not one of our covered. I don't know if it's one of our covered sports yet. I haven't seen the lines available. And hopefully it is, because it's going to be a great CFL season. And that season, of course, begins tomorrow with the first big game of the season between Montreal and Winnipeg. Winnipeg currently a 7-point favorite, and the total 48. Get ready for the opening weekend of Canadian Football League. And the UFL also has their conference finals this week. still going to rate CFL a little bit more credible here when it comes to uh, uh, strength of the betting league, I guess, right? Is what it kind of feels like at this point. All right, thanks for joining me here, everybody, on the mornings team. We'll head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and see who did well yesterday on the website. All right. And we are seeing that. I see, the talk starting in there. I didn't want to touch on it uh, too much yet because still just, I think it's just rumor talk, but it is pretty hot, obviously, with, the Anthony Davis uh, uh, rumors there. But, I think you've been reading the wrong accounts. Don't buy into those fake accounts. That's all you can do it. I know not everyone is, can read between the lines, but, just be careful out there. Some of you guys cracking me up with some of those trade rumors. Okay, let's get into it now with some more comments of Fernando talking about the uh, Mexico game there. And Dave said he went with the Angels last night. We did have a premium pick winner on the under. I had some premium pick winners in baseball, and then a couple of games that not so much. What happened to some of these teams yesterday? But premium pick winners yesterday included the Padres and the Angels game under. Winner here also Texas Rangers Detroit Tigers game to go under was a premium pick winner. Of course, we had the New York Yankees. I've laid the chalk. I don't know if I can lay the chalk today. Maybe I could do it on the show. We also had the Phillies in that effort against the Brewers. All right. And there's that, you guys. Okay, let's see. 1K Protection Firm is here today as well. Cinna Figured Out, all right, is here today. And talking WNBA. Yeah, I lost that. I counted it as a win. If you're talking about that Liberty and Sky game, I mean, they were coasting over, and then disaster struck. Okay, looks like your comments are all in from the morning. I'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com and see who did well. I could only manage a 50-50 day. What's going on here? I do want to take a look at the hot handicappers for the day and see who did well. At the website, it was CJ Sturgeon with a fine day here, 5-0 EPA Sports Hoops. 8-4. Well, I know there wasn't any. Well, there was WNBA, but so it looks like some baseball action there. Sean Dinwiddie, 4-1. You can call him ace. Ben Ruhala, 3-2. Probably Samba Murdy coming in there at 60%. Ron Crawford, 75% yesterday. Bodun, 67%, as was Mindy Hahn. Brandon checks in at 60%. Two old ladies that bet consensus, 60% yesterday. Hollywood Sam, 2-1. Ron Hahn up there. Jerry Lewis up there. Tiffany Mance up there. And there I am. Oh, 5-4. Okay. 5-4 day yesterday. $14. I can get a pizza. And not, second tier, maybe for bottom tier, highest quality for there. All right. And head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine here on Wednesday. We have early action in Major League Baseball. I think I'm ready to go, but we're going to make some picks here. Also, for the day's action, afternoon card, as I said, in Major League Baseball, WNBA as well. I'll have a Wednesday package here, including, I think we have some premium action in the day card here. Little move here to get us going. First steam move of the day here is, while on the show, is coming to us from Colorado. And man, you look at where this total has been over the last few games, right? And yeah, maybe part of the pitching matchup as well with Ashcraft and Dakota Hudson. But This one is on the move. This one's going to hit 12. I don't know if we've had a 12 in Colorado in a few, maybe since the first couple weeks of the season. We've been flirting down there at 10 and a halfs, and for the most part, we even saw it go under double digits. But right now, today, Cincinnati and Colorado, I'm showing 12 at Bovada, 12 under 15 here at another book in Vegas. So, the steam is going over here, Cincinnati and Colorado. Pretty sure that's what I was going to be on. I don't know if I want to change it now. Just leave it here on the show. But my pick was going to be to go over with Cincinnati and Colorado. We'll talk about it. All right. See if we got any other news here today. Dave's ready to go for some roundtable. All right. And Cinna figured out giving us the plays here early on. Might have to take off. Fernando says that still at 11. I'm seeing the board kind of light up here, so expect some updates. Expect some steam to come in here. All right, you can find the handicapper of your choice and get signed up. Just scroll down, find who you want to hook up with, and you can get my 3-day all sports package right here. This will get you through to the weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right here for just $99. Get all my premium picks for this week in Major League Baseball, WNBA, and of course, tomorrow, finally, we've got the NBA Finals. Least we forget, I'm trying to talk about all these other sports. And we're ready to go with the NBA Finals tomorrow. The Celtics, a 6.5-point favorite, total 214.5. I'm already on record here saying that I've got the Dallas Mavericks. And now, after a day, no, Dave, no. Nobody's leaving. Nobody's going anywhere. Just a bad X account, I think. Okay. Anyways, with the Dallas series, I took Dallas. I guess I'm square now looking back on it after, a day yesterday, or I think 2 days ago. I said, I'm on Dallas. I'm on Dallas to win, as an underdog. Is Dallas, you guys, turning out to be a pretty big public underdog in the series? I think the series price still has me interested here in Dallas. So I don't think it's any problem that it seems like the public is pretty heavy on Dallas to win the series at plus $1.75. There's certainly still, the Celtics look head and shoulders above even this team right now, but I always kind of want the team with the better superstar a little bit. I don't want to make it so basic. I'm just taking Dallas to win the series. One bet that I did add in the last 24 hours is Dallas to sweep at 22-1. Look, I don't think they're going to sweep, but they definitely a team that plays so well on the road like Dallas. Okay, I'm going to take that 22-1 ticket, and if Dallas comes out there and grabs that first game, it's going to put me in a really nice position. So I'm going to grab Dallas to win the series in a sweep at 22-1. It's actually, I think, gone down to 20-1. Here again, I'm not making some proclamation that Dallas is the best team. I'm just trying to be a sports handicapper, looking at prices, and that's a little bit of a nice price to get on here. Again, all you need to do is get that first win, and then they will be, in the driver's seat. So Cinna figured out, says Jason Tatum needs to get some bone. I think that's one thing that's always helped me here in life is I just drink a lot of milk with just about everything, pretty much. Stop Geo's here today. Dave says the Celtics will win it. The Mavs do not have the star power over the Celtics. Maybe. I don't know. Luka Doncic, certainly one of the world's best players, if not the world's best player, to a certain extent, right? And Kyrie Irving, NBA champion, definitely. But from there, where do you go, right? Is that what you're saying, Dave? You got the two big stars who do you go, to Dallas after that? You don't really maybe have that third cog. Whereas maybe on Boston, you certainly can talk from the top, Tatum and Tatum and then Brown, but you also have other contributors. Certainly, it feels like that maybe run a little bit deeper with that. Maybe that's what you're saying there. I'm trying to make a little bit of sense of it, but Luca here, and it's not even the right day, so we won't talk about too much. We'll have a few minutes tomorrow, but certainly, especially if Porzingis is able to return, right? You've got to put him kind of above all of the other guys. And Derek White, how he's stood out this year, I think you could move them all over. Those other Dallas guys, even as incredible as Washington has been, even as strong as Jones has been. I don't know if they match up in Gaffer with those other Boston guys, but still, I'm just playing it as the price here. Here is also Ray here today, and and again, not no, I'm not trying to go viral. Calling Mavs in a sweep. Like I said, just like that price. And again, the favorite, taking either team in at 7 games, I didn't think there was any value there. I think too many people are expecting the 7-game series, and I didn't think the price was actually there. I think the bookmakers have made the right type of adjustments here. So that's the only one that I really thought had a little bit of a leeway to it. Want to say hello and welcome to noted YouTube live gaming host and a great hockey handicapper, Jimmy Gomez, joins us today. He might have us some hockey action. We're waiting for a couple days again here for our hockey, and he's versatile, but just want to welcome Jimmy to say hi to him. All right. A few more comments from you guys, and I'll start the show. We can get out of here a decent time. And I was kind of crunching numbers still when you guys caught me there on the air, when you guys shocked me. All right. Just want to make a few more quick notes here, ready to go. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Let's go to the games. Peasy's here today as well. Good thing Peasy wasn't here when I screwed up the intro today again. We had the music. I guess I didn't screw up anything at Peasy's. All right. Think you guys are ready. I'm ready. Watching a good tennis match. This one might go 3 sets. And we'll have an exciting match later on today also on the men's side. See who advances. But the late match out of the French Open today on the men's side going to be Zverev and Alex de Minaur. And let's go with baseball. All right. Braves and Red Sox here on a matinee game, an afternoon game here on Wednesday from Boston. You're going to have a pretty close matchup here with Pivetta on the mound for the Red Sox, and Schwellenbach. He's got that Schwepavescence. Did give up his 3 runs in 5 innings pitch in his first major league start last week. The Braves lost that game. The Braves, though, have won 3 of their last 4 games. And for Pivetta, he comes in here with a 7.27 ERA over his last 2 starts. He has gone under in 6 of 7 starts. Right now, the Red Sox have gone under in 13 of their last 18 games at home. Under in 13 of their last 18 here for the Red Sox. And Pivetta, 5.3 ERA in 16 career starts against Atlanta. I mean, he's been around, so going up against a rookie here, making his 2nd career start. Thank you, Jimmy, for all your plays today. I'll show them all since you were nice enough to give us those plays. There's that Colorado game we talked about. Mets over, Dodgers. Yankees run line. We'll talk about that one certainly. And Cinna figured out here the plays is like some Braves here laying the run and a half. It sounds like or maybe just pointing it out. I want to say hello to Brett here today. Brett's got the under at 9. Let me see if I have the line correct. Actually, at 9.5 because right now we're actually seeing some tens out there. Circa is up to 10. So this has got to be 9.5 over at minimum. It would feel like at this point. And Circa, which I don't know, I always kind of look to Circa as being where the line is headed, where the line is moving. So expecting some runs here. Certainly the widely reported steam came on the over. I'm probably going to take the over as well. I don't think I do as a premium here, but does feel like check out Brandon Check did a show with Tony last night previewing some games. Might be interested in what he has to say about this matchup as well. So check that one out. Ben Ruhala also had some videos with Tony here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. So check those out. And, Brandon talks about this one with the Braves and the Red Sox. I like what he had to say. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to stick with this over as well. There's Rabakina here up 5-4, but Paolini's on serve. Might be headed to a tiebreak. Yeah, I'll be taking the over here. Look, there is some sharp action. I'm willing to take the under here, especially now at 10. And there's absolutely no value in this over, but I just don't know if I can get off of not wanting to be on the over in this game. So I'm going to take it over 10 here. And 1K protection. Yeah, it does feel like it feels pretty square. It feels pretty square 1K. So I'm going to roll with it. I do like the high score, and I'm not going to go with a premium here. Look, this thing it's almost a full run now, higher than the open. As late as last night, maybe 9 hours ago, the line was 9 over 20 at BetUS. Marcell Ozuna. Justin's got a prop here with Ozuna. And he's also got the over Dre team total over for the Braves. I'll take the over in this game. And you can grade me at 10. That's fine. Like I said, widely reported steam did come in on the over. It did come over at 9, a little bit of a juiced 9, but nothing I can do now. I mean, I really prefer this game over, and well, I guess I could buy it down a little bit. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I'm not willing to come down here with an under. Even though this would be one that if this game didn't feel like such a massive over, I'd kind of roll with the contrarians a little bit, but not today. All right. Hey, one thing I do love is grape. Well, I don't know about grape. Kool-Aid. I'm matured. I've moved some of the other grape kitty drinks. All right. Give me the over in that one. Let's move on here with the Cardinals and the Astros daytime action here from Space City. And how about the astronaut throwing out the first pitch yesterday? I think she had a curveball going, man. The Astros might want to sign her. Okay, here's Ronel Blanco, $1.70 or so. Is that right here? Yeah, maybe Circa's down to $1.57. So maybe some contrarian action. I tried to play the Cardinals yesterday as a premium. That didn't work out. And they came back to within a run. I think I was actually on the run line in that one. I thought they were okay. Maybe I got my money's worth. It was a losing play, no doubt. Hard to find cappers today, though, actually, that would back St. Louis here. Doesn't seem like I can find any professionals that want to take the Cardinals here with Miles Mikolas in this one. Maybe we can get someone in the chat, but tell you what, I haven't seen many people willing to back the Cardinals right now in this game against the Astros today. Mikolas has a 3.91 ERA in his last 4 starts. For Blanco's got a 3.07 ERA in his last 3 starts. Blanco's gone under in 8 of 10 starts. Mikolas has gone under in 8 of 12 starts as Rabakina breaks serve to end the second set. Maybe some momentum here. The match is tied. Cardinals have dropped 4 of their last 5. Houston just 5-6 in their last 11. The Astros just a 500 team at home right now. So you can just, like I said, plenty of capper. Check out the videos on our channel. I mean, everyone's loving this team, loving the Astros here today. I don't know if I necessarily do. Maybe at the price, maybe that's what's uncomfortable here. Maybe if it goes down, maybe I could do it. I kind of want to I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy on the Cardinals again here today. But I'll just grab the under as my play here on the show. It's already gone down here to 8.5, and there were some 9s out there. In fact, let's see. Yeah, mostly it's been 8.5. There were, let's see, I saw a 9. Let me see where it was at. At Rivers. Okay. Hey, I've got some steam coming in right now. Let's report it. Maybe a little bit of a. I've got some steam coming in right now. Let's report it here. It's in the Padres game. Okay. It is on the over. Padres and Angels. We're seeing a move to the over here in this one. I don't know what they're necessarily what the Sharps are thinking here. Right now, the total is 7.5 over 20. You know, there was an 8 under 25 early on. I'm not seeing any 8s just yet, but this total is reportedly moving higher between the Padres and the Angels today, over 8. This one's kind of catching me by surprise. We got a long way to go before we get there, but maybe we'll talk about it then. There is a little bit of handicapper support out there on the over, but there's just as many on the unders. So, all right, just a little bit of steam coming through from the line service. I don't make this stuff up. Astros run line here for Senna figured it out. Good to have Senna back. Thomas, Astros money line. Looks like Justin's got the over here. Twisted's on the first 5 over. A lot of over support here. So looks like it's me against the chat. I'm on the under. Dave says take the Stros here in this one. And I think now I'm putting it all together. It looks like Senna figured out is going to take all these run line favorites today in the day games that are plus money. That's I think what and Fernando here going to lay that run line as well. Twisted says Mikolas going to give up 3 or 4 early, and Blanco Blanco will shut them out over the first 5. White Sox Cubs. This one is moving over. This is one that I was definitely going to look at here with the White Sox and the Cubs, and they're 8.5 is getting steamed right now, and I'm showing 9 almost everywhere already with Fetty and Tyone. This game in Chicago tonight, so check the weather too. But steam coming in. I was probably heading on the over once we get there, so consider that right now as this one moves higher. White Sox and Cubs tonight, and it's moved from 8.5. There were a lot of 9s out there already. All right. Senna figured out it's just going to play him there straight, of course, not going to parlay him or anything. All right. Also, Thomas Lewis It says that the Astros, big time consensus here from Team Steam. So I'm part of Team Steam. So let me write that down and make sure. Because just because I didn't play it, I've got to consider it now. And here is Joseph Thompson. He's got Joe T's got Houston team total over for the game and verse 5 team total over. Dave's on the Cubbies here in this one. Dave talking about an old colleague of ours. Speaking of old colleagues of ours, how about TJ Simers passed away? And Dave remembers, the great, the controversial sports writer TJ Simers, and remember when his daughter was going to high school in Santee, and she was a great player, but Mr. Simers wanted Mr. Vickery, I believe, to play his daughter a little bit more. Led to some I don't want to. I want to get the story straight, but all right, that was just between me and Dave. Nathan here. What's this? Give me the spam. Nate, don't. I don't know what's going on there. All right. I think that meant it might have been the Yankee. It might have been the Yankees. It would have felt like. Rick, hello. All right, there's my play. I'm going. It feels like against the chat here in this one. I'll take the under, but the consensus, according to Thomas, was the Astros team steam play. So I'm going to mark that down and be sure. So, like I said, I can't find pretty much anybody on the Cardinals. Maybe if I had more confidence, come in here and tell everybody. I'm not ashamed. I mean, I've definitely been against everyone before. I like the Cardinals. I just don't know after yesterday if I can even get on them here on the show. If I bet them, I'll just do it by myself and watch the game in the dark. Here's the Reds and the Rockies with Ashcraft and Hudson. This is the one we talked about, so I'm probably going to update that total right now because I'm probably seeing a lot of 12s out there currently. I'm going to leave it at 11.5. I can't find a 12, so I don't know what they're saying with that steam that came in, but there definitely was some widely reported steam that just came in. I like the over in this game. I've already been rocking here. We lost it yesterday. I tried to go over here on the show, so probably just try to bounce back again. I will note, though, yesterday, the widely reported steam on this game did come in on the under, and, well, it definitely stayed under. It's already come in here. Just talking about the line service, what they determined as a steam play today, but it went under yesterday on the move. I went against it. Here today, that steam has come in, though, on the over just moments ago, and I will take the over here as well in the Colorado game today. Take a look at some of the numbers here with this matchup. Let me see if I got it here. Yeah. For Ashcraft, he's been getting blown up of late. 6.63 ERA in his last 4 starts. Dakota Hudson's been better, 3.06 ERA in his last 3 starts. But Colorado is just 3-8 with Dakota Hudson on the mound. He's 7-2 in his career against the Reds. Of course, has been in the league for a little while here and pitched on a good team. So in the same division, Rockies have lost 3 of their last 4. They've gone over in 5 of their last 7 home games, although Hudson is 3-8 to the under so far this season. Reds have gone under in 7 of their last 9. Ashcraft, as I said, he's been going over for sure. So he did give up 7 runs and 5 innings pitched in his only career start against Colorado. So let me see if I can't come up with a little something here. Oh, pardon me just a moment. I need 1 second, and we'll be back. Give me 1 moment. Be back right after. I need 1 second here. Let me get the banner up. I need Gotta I'm gonna be honest here. I gotta blow my nose. Okay, okay. I'm alive. Oh, Reds and Rockies here in this one, and oh no, we got that one. All right, Giants, and oh, I didn't get your comments, did I? Here's Fernando's on the Reds money line. Thomas, Reds and over. Dave will go over as well. Here's Luis on the Rockies. And more action here for Cinefigure. Well, laying the favorites here again, I believe. Or no, Cinefigured out. I don't know now. I'm confused. Oh, Reds run line. There it is. Reds run line. Reds run line plus money. Center figured out. Lay the favorites today. Lay those run lines today. He likes blowouts at plus money. Okay. Dre's on. There's what he's saying. Dre's on the Rockies. All right. And I will take the over here in this one. I'll ride with the steam today. Why did I go against my sharps yesterday? What was I thinking? All right, let's move on here. Major League Baseball now. The Giants and the Diamondbacks with Hicks going up against uh, Montgomery here. And man, the Giants just overwhelming support so far, it feels like, for the Giants. Man, it just feels heavy here. You know, you're getting the Giants at a little bit of plus money here today. So, or maybe even down at plus 105 for the most part. It feels like the way it's going. It feels like it could be down to even. Just feels pretty heavy here on the Giants today. I don't know if I want that. So I'll probably just pivot to the total, get your plays, preview the game, but I don't want the Giants on the road here. Now, look, I mean, I was on the okay. Tony had a premium on the Diamondbacks yesterday. The Diamondbacks were an overwhelming choice of handicappers yesterday. All I could do was bet them. I didn't take them with Walston against Harrison yesterday. I was concerned that Harrison might have a pretty good matchup. Remember, I gave out the under, and there were runs in that game. So they're interesting to note, though, that the handicappers that were definitely on the Diamondbacks yesterday, it feels like today they're ready to jump back on the Giants. This is just the way I'm seeing it. But Hicks has a 4 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Giants are 3-6 with Hicks on the mound. Montgomery's been getting rocked, a 7.17 ERA in his last 4 starts. Arizona's 3-1, however, with Montgomery at home. Arizona's on a 4-game winning streak. They've gone under in 7 of their last 11. Giants have gone over in 15 of their last 21 games, and Hicks has gone over in 4 of his last 5 games. What are you guys doing here with the Giants and the Diamondbacks? I'm making fun of all the handicappers, but I don't know. They're probably right at this price. I think I'll just recommend the total here to go under with the Giants and the Diamondbacks. Yeah, Giants have been putting up runs. They're on the road here today, and the total currently sitting at 8.5. Maybe it is juiced a little bit to the under. Let's get your comments. And Thomas wants the Giants on the money line. Luis is on the Giants. Cinna Figured Out says, give me the Diamondbacks on the run line. So because of the favorite, Cinna Figured Out staying with his strategy here. Dave might be on the Giants here. Dre's on the under with me, it sounds like. I don't trust the Giants, but maybe I could just I don't know if I can make a recommendation on the Giants. How's that? Maybe I'll bet them if you guys are hot on them like you are. Like I said, we do have one on the Diamondbacks here. We're gonna have to get these daytime records out for Cine Figure It Out. And Rick might want Boston here. Ray is on the over here, and Darren says, "Give me the Giants first five money line." For the Giants in the first five right now, they have a record of 22 and 32. They're one of the worst teams in the first five, considering their season record. They obviously are a pretty clutch team. They don't play as well in the first five, but should mention that Hicks is 6-4 and 2 in the first five, so better than the team's record first five for sure. Montgomery 5-2-1 in the first five for the Diamondbacks, and Arizona in the first five just 27, 23-1, so they're a little bit better in the first five than their uh, full game record this season. And I'll take the under here. I don't know if Thomas. I don't know if they got to consensus there on the Giants. Like I said, it does feel like there's a lot of support for the Giants. Okay. Let's take a look next. The Brewers here and the Phillies. Uh, Maybe got a little bit of luck there yesterday with the Phillies in that one, but Sanchez, he hung in there and did the job yesterday. We saw the Brewers, go with the opener strategy today. Aaron Nola here on the mound going up against Alan Ashby. For Ashby, he's had just one start so far this season, and he got rocked. It was on April 8th before he hit the shelf. Obviously, uh, his injury here has kind of made it so that he's had to take here basically 2 months to return. He had a, a labrum tear, I think, is what it was. So a shoulder injury, not an arm injury. If anybody's had a shoulder injury, it's just so strange, right? I mean, you feel like your life is over. I mean, it feels like when I had a shoulder injury, I don't know, it felt like 10 or maybe over 10 years ago now. I couldn't throw. It changed my life athletically because I still can't throw now. But, I felt something. I felt like a rubber band snap in there. And other than getting a surgery for a wrecked softball career, just, let it kind of repair itself. But I can't throw anymore, more than like from second base to first without a surgery. So let's see here what you guys might have. Phillies on the run line. They can do it again here, says Thomas. Cinna figured out, no, it's always going to be pretty much grape. I like anything grape, cherry, blue raspberry, other raspberries. I'm kind of saw. I don't like any. No. Phillies are just too much, says Dave. Jeff Schramm, Phillies, run line. Right, Thomas? I remember. You know what? The funniest thing was the throw that I made that my arm, um, my arm when the rubber band in my shoulder snapped. It was during the greatest throw I've ever made. I mean, I threw a guy from as deep as I was like, man, I've never done that before, but I immediately felt something wrong, and I couldn't throw for I couldn't even throw half of for months. All right. Phillies, Brewers. Man, you guys are big on the Phillies. I just think we keep pricing these Phillies too high, considering the Brewers are one of the best teams in the National League. I know the Phillies are out of their mind, out of control with winning right now, and Ashby, uh, you look at his career. He's 5-13 in his career. He's really never gotten it rolling for the most part. 4.61 ERA in his career. He's never faced the Phillies. Nola's awesome. 2.54 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Phillies are 10-2 right now. So, oh no, I do, Thomas. I mean, I have the Phillies as a futures play here, but don't forget the Brewers are in first place. I'll take the Brewers on the run line today. Hopefully, Ashby is. You don't just send a guy out there after 2 months and say, "Hey, is your shoulder better?" So I think Ashby's probably ready to compete here. Look, he's nothing special at this point. Nola's awesome. I get all that. Phillies have won 5 of 6. Brewers have still won 9 of their last 14. They're 18-15 on the road. Phillies best team. If you're the Phillies, if you're the Yankees, hey, you're on top of the world right now. But still, Brewers in first place. They could be facing these Phillies somewhere down the line in the postseason. I'm going to take the Brewers here on the run line today, and you guys go ahead and grab, here the Phillies. I don't have a problem if Thomas has it as a. I don't think enough people did recommend it. Maybe you guys do think it's a little bit too high today, like I do. So I actually thought it was too high yesterday too, but I still laid it, and I could only lay the run line because I just wasn't. Or I mean, I could only lay the money line. Yeah, everybody's kind of quiet about this one. Kind of tough. Keep rolling with these Phillies and look at these prices. I think you're maybe exactly what I'm saying there, right? As far as where this game stands, you still have the Brewers. Obviously untested here with Nola. I'm showing the total kind of going down here a little bit. Definitely. In fact, I want to update this because it's definitely at least 9 under 15, if not lower, because I'm actually showing right now. There it is. I knew it. Okay, that's the Thomas Lewis Steam Play Special. Brewers, Phillies. This total is moving under right now. I'm not necessarily recommending it. Steam is coming in on the under, but it's going to be 8.5 everywhere in just a moment. So that last, if you heard it in the background, that Steam move, it was the Milwaukee Phillies moving to 8.5 here. So I'll update it again at least. It was that game. That's what caught me by surprise. I looked over there. The whole line was red. If you saw it like I did. And, oh, how fancy I can get here on it. Let me see. This might be a little bit tricky, but never done that. I could have a thing here set up for it. Maybe that'd be a little bit easier, but there's the Phillies right there. That seems tough, but there's a Phillies game and all the red coming in on that total right there. That's what I'm talking about. So a little bit of insight what goes on here at my satellite studios, what I'm looking at all times over here with the lines. So you got a little sneak peek at that one. And there are some services out there just like that you can get it kind of a nice screen if you like that sort of thing. I'm addicted to the screen, but that just goes back old days for me, holding like the sports pager. That was all right. I'm going to call it 8.5 under over 20, and we will move on. Get your plays. Here comes some more plays. Jeff, here's our Brewers correspondent. So. Really feel bad here that Jeff, talking so bad about Aaron Ashby. How many Ashbys has there been? But the thing that sucks, though, not just for Ashby coming back, but that the promising pitcher Gasser looks like we're already hearing about an injury with him, right? So. Okay, let's see here. I like that, Rick. I do try to touch on him here every once in a while or whatnot. And for me, I'm not ever going to, probably take too much chalk. I mean, even this getting involved with the Phillies, I thought that was a little bit, at 12-1. I was like, better if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it now. and grab it here, because it's only, I don't know if we saw this coming, but Mets, Nationals with Severino and everybody's favorite Corbin here in this one. Mostly support here for the Mets. It feels like the widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game. It's still mostly 9.5 everywhere here in this one with Severino going up against Corbin. A lot of people like to pick on Corbin. Now he's back to, I was kind of talking about his improvements, or I don't know if it's ever an improvement with Corbin. He goes in swings, right? Up and down, up and down. He's in a down right now. 6.08 in his last 4 starts. Washington just 4-8 with Corbin. He's been around a long time. He's 8-11 in his career against the Mets with a 4.83 ERA, 27 career starts. The Nationals have gone over in 6 of their last 8 games. Corbin, or the Nationals, have lost 4 of 5. The Mets are still 14-27 in their last 41 games. They are just 13-14 on the road, however, for Severino, a 5.34 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Mets are 4-7 with Severino. This one might not be worth watching anymore. The way these Mets, they are not exactly a pleasure to watch. Say that because they beat me yesterday. I took the Nationals, and not 15 minutes later, they made that pitching change. Hurts looks like a decent pitcher, and his numbers were good. It wasn't a terrible disappointment, but considering everyone was so heavy on Washington, it felt like yesterday it was hard to drum up much support for the Mets. And the Mets got out to that lead and were able to take care of business on them. So, no excuses. You're stuck. When you get a play, you're in for that play, no doubt about it. But late pitching change there yesterday. We gave out the under on the game, expecting, a different starting pitcher, but it just didn't work out. All right. Widely reported steam did come in, as I said, on the over in this game. I get it, 9.5. It just looks too high to me. I'm going to be on the under here. Another under for me with the Mets and the Nationals. Feels like everyone's going to be on the Mets. Let's get your plays and see what you got. Here's Thomas, Washington run line. Fernando under, Mets over. Here's Mets over for Justin. We're going to be all over the place in this one, it feels like. Corbin due for a win. It's almost, Dre, as much as we make fun of Corbin, right? He's like, everyone's whipping. Well, let me think of a different term. Everyone ever likes to pick on him. It's almost like when Corbin's bad, you want to get on him, and when he's good, you want to get off of him, right? Here's Justin with a prop today. Cinna figured it out, sticking with the plan. Can't trust those Mets. And it's it is. I would say 4:00 to me are day games. 4 p.m. is a day game to me because the game is still going to be light when the game ends. Pretty close to light when the game. Did anybody see? Here's Thurman gives us a play later on that Padres game, or little 2-teamer here, 2 plays. Did anybody see the game with the the Tri-City minor league team, the summer league team? It's not a major league affiliate team, but in the summer league they played a game under black light on Sunday night, I think it was. And man, that was wild. Did you guys? If you type in, Tri-City glow in the dark in YouTube, and I also put it in my Twitter at Ramon Scott Media. I put the whole game. Funny when they played the first half of the game in the daytime, there were like 11 runs scored. Once the black lights came on, there were no runs scored. I get it. It was hard to see the ball, but it was cool. They did hit the ball. The ball was glow in the dark, and the game ended on a hose at home plate, even though it was like 9-4 at the time. But guy got a hit to center, and it really was the highlight of the game. The guy throwing the guy out at home plate. But they played the game under black light in reflective uniforms. You really could only see the players and the ball. So check it out. It's on my Twitter feed. You could like type it into YouTube though. Tri City. God, I forget their nickname. They got one of those goofy nicknames, but Tri City Baseball, glow in the dark game. And they played the first half of the game, because it was start at like 7 o'clock or something, so it was still daylight. But at the fifth inning, they turned it off, put the lights on. Everyone was dressed up in fluorescent colors. One thing they did do, they put the pitching screen out there for the pitcher. That was probably a good idea. Here, if it hit that, it was just a foul ball. All right, continue on here. We'll get off these stories. Here's the Dodgers and the Pirates with Paxton and who's this? Skenis? Who's he? Well, it's everybody's favorite day of the week, I guess. But you know what? The Dodgers, this is going to be great because you get to see how the Dodgers will fare against Skeens. Has he pitched kind of an easy schedule for the most part? He is favorite here to beat the Dodgers. How about that? And, that's saying something considering the Bucks here. Buck 20, total 8. And, you don't have Dodgers are, like I said, they're kind of piecing it together. Great reports from the Dodgers with Clayton Kershaw. And that's the thing about Kershaw and all the time he spends on the disabled list, right? When you get the reports about Kershaw, they're usually true. When he's ready to come back soon, he's ready to come back soon. When he comes back, he's usually pretty strong. I mean, when he's down, he knows when to put himself down, and when he's out there, he's out there. So we're ready almost to have Kershaw back. Could be maybe it could be another few days or weeks here, but big news for the Dodgers, certainly. All right. All right, Dodgers money line here for Thomas, ready to roll. Dre might be on a nerfy here in this one. I was on the nerfy, no runs in any of the innings in the glow in the dark game. For the Dodgers here on their nerfy, you got Paxton. He is 2-10, allowing runs in the first inning for Skeens. He's perfect at 4-0, 0-4. Dodgers have scored a run in the first inning in 22 of 62 games. That's pretty good. And meanwhile, for the Pirates, they're 13 of 60. That's definitely a little bit below par here in this one. Justin will be there to check out Skeens. All right. Looks like you guys, this one's tough. I get it. This one's a little bit tougher, so not much from the chat here. I guess I'm probably just going to play it safe and take another under. With these two, I kind of wanted to go premium here, but now if it's going to be, let me see what it is currently. It's pretty much 8 everywhere. Oh, it is 8.5 at DraftKings. 8.5 juice to the under, of course, at DraftKings. That might be premium-ish, but if I'm going to go with the under, I'll just do it here on the show. The widely reported steam did come in on the over 7.5 runs. Here, so we are on 8 now. That kind of here's Cinna figured out. Going to stick with those with his. Oh no, he's taking the Dodgers on the run line at. Well, I just want to make sure, Cinna, because I'm pretty sure the Pirates are favored and that the Dodgers are plus 1.5 at. I would guess minus 225 or so. So I just want to be right. Maybe Cinna figured out is laying the Dodger run line, though, where you're getting an excellent return today. That feels more like what he's saying because He's been laying all these run lines, and the Dodgers laying minus a run and a half is that plus money, that plus 150 that Sin has been talking about today. So hopefully I got that right. Darren Dodgers and under. And Sin I figured it out. It's got the Orioles run line and Dodgers run line. I think I'll help out there. Pirates first 5 here for Jeff. For the Pirates, that first 5 currently, Skeens is perfect, 4-0. Pirates, 27, 25, and 8. The Dodgers, 32, 26, and 4 in the first 5. That's below their win-loss record for the season. And Paxton, 6-3-1 in the first 5. Dave will take the Dodgers, and I figured out he'll take that's when I was trying to. Yeah, Dodgers run. Okay, yeah, Dodgers minus 1.5 run line. When we say run line is what it is. Run line is plus 1.5. Run line is minus 1.5. The Dodgers generally today are plus 1.5 at minus money when you just look at the big board, if you will. Let me see if I can get it here. Let's see. Oh, it's a little low. Oh, I don't know if I can quite get it here, but let me take this off the screen. So, oops, before it moves here. Well, I can't quite get it, but anyways, there it is. Dodgers. See the Pirates are minus 1.5 there at minus 1. Or the money line minus 1. So really, the technical there is the Dodgers are, plus 1.5 at minus money, but we know you can reverse it, turn around. Just want to make everybody clear of that. And Senna figured out also maybe has let's see. Oh, Jimmy has a comment. Buy low off the Dodgers. This is about right. I keep saying, right, we're always looking for spots if we can to get a great price on the Dodgers. This feels like it would be it today. As dominant as Skeens has been, we've seen that the game get out of control a little bit, right? With him, we've already seen him lose. The bullpen already losing a game for him. So. And Center Figured Out says it will not be a complete game. I mean, who throws complete games now? They should give like $1 million bonuses for a complete game. Hey, I might be onto something there. Could you envision one day we're complaining about all these guys sitting out in NBA, whatever? Could you imagine a world where we don't play a regular season? You do it like boxing, and they're going to be taking on the champion Celtics. All right. Taking the under in the Dodger game. Let's keep a move on here. Feels like I've gone off the rails about as much as I can. How about the Royals here on the road with Singer? Going to go up here against the Guardians and Nick Sandlin here. He'll get the start. This was going to be Logan Allen's start, I believe, but it will be Sandlin here. He'll be an opener. He's just an opener for sure. 26 innings this season, but it is the first start of his career. He's got a 2.77 ERA with a 0.77 whip. Guardians here going to be favored, though, still against those Royals in what has to be a pretty high-profile matchup. Feels like Capper's a little timid here on this game today. I'm actually not seeing too much from professional cappers with this one. Maybe a little bit reluctant to get involved with the game with having an opener out there today, but I feel like I want to take the over in this one. Believe it or not, an over is kind of where I want to go. The widely reported steam came in on the over in this game at 8.5 runs. For the most part, we're looking now. I believe it's going to be 9. Oh, it's 8.5 over 15 at Bovada, 8.5 over 20 at DraftKings, but not a lot of 9 unders out there as well. So I'm going to end up going over. Dave says he likes the Guardians. Don't forget, yeah, no doubt. So even though I'm talking up an over here, the Guardians have the best bullpen in the major leagues at 2.38. It's a half a run better than the second best bullpen ERA of the New York Yankees. So here's Thomas on Cleveland today. And here's the Guardians for Justin. So I'm on the over here. Hey, love that bullpen, but let's see how much of it they have to use today with Sandlin pitching. Fernando's on the over, and it's dealing with a pretty high total here now, looking towards 9 in a Cleveland game. So I'll just take it on the air here. But talk about Cleveland and strong season so far, no doubt. And no slack on Kansas City, certainly. Singer's got a ERA just under 4 here. Kansas City's 8-3 with Singer. Royals, they were losing, though, some games there for a while before they arrived here in Cleveland. We took the Royals yesterday, so it says Guardian. What is this? That doesn't. Yeah, no, that can't be right. So I don't know if I don't know if Cinna figured it out. Slept through yesterday's game, but the Guardians won 8-5 yesterday. We had them right, didn't we? Wasn't that our pick here on the? Oh no, we had the Royals on the show, so I know Guardians won yesterday 8-5. So they're not getting swept. They've already won a game. All right. Give me the over. I'm taking an over here in this one, and I guess you grade me at 9. Let's grade me at 9 in this one. All right. The Rays and the Marlins in that Florida battle here with Zach Eflin on the mound going up here against Braxton Garrett. Do you have the Rays going to be a favorite here on the road? About $1.25. Total here 7.5 under 15. I'm showing it maybe even a little juiced a little bit heavier here. I'm showing 7 under 20, 7 under 25 at circa right now. So maybe a little bit of pressure here to the under with Eflin going up against Garrett. For Eflin, he comes in here right now with let me see. I've got it here. ERA currently around 4 in his last 3 starts, but he has a pair of wins. Rays have won his last 3 starts. They've won 4 out of their last 6. Garrett's been very solid here for Miami in his last 2 games. He's got a 0.64 ERA. Marlins have won all 4 of Garrett's starts so far this season, although they have lost 5 of their last 7 and are just 11-22 at home this season. Miami just 11 has gone under in 9 of their last 14. Paulini broke Rabakina and is serving here for the match here. Just broke Rabakina to take a 5-4 lead here in the decisive third set. So Rabakina has fallen behind here and will need to win this game. Otherwise, Paulini will go with the upset, and it's 15-love. Paulini wins that first point. All right. Rays here, get your plays in. I'll take a look at them. And Thomas says, how much money have we lost here trying to back these Marlins this season? Yeah, they're not great, that's for sure. The Marlins are minus 16.75 units so far this season, but the Rays haven't been much better. Rays are usually a team you can go to make you some money, but they're down 10.5 units this year as well. And talking about the Guardians being a World Series contender, that was the other play I made in the American League was the Guardians. So those are my 2 futures right now in baseball are Phillies and Guardians. No problem. I mean, the Yankees are awesome. I get it. Cinna figured out it's going to go under in the Rays game. Great contributions today from Cinna. I'll take the under as well. I bet Cinna's done such a nice job for us today. I'm going to jump on a play with Cinna. And if it's at 7.5, boy, is that 6 unders I've given out? Oh, well, that's what I do. All right, next up, we've got Paddock and the Twins going up against the Yankees and Rodon. Well, this is the biggest one-sided, lopsided series in all of Major League Baseball, so I'm sure everyone's going to be on the Yankees again today. I did find someone on the Twins here, certainly, but man, it just feels like overwhelming for the Yankees. They've been crushing this team every game right now. Everybody knows that it's the biggest talking point when it comes to this series. The Yankees have won 23 of their last 30 right now coming in. Minnesota's gone 4-21 here, 4-22 now, I think, in the last 25 games after yesterday's game. So just been just a totally lopsided series. I guess I might want to just jump on board with everybody, take the Yankees, probably on the run line. Why not? Come on, they're biggest ownership of any team. This is probably the spot, the ultimate contrarian spot here at this point. If you wanted to try to get on Minnesota, you're getting $1.60 or so. Yankees here. Let's see, it's 22-4 are the Yankees here at home against Minnesota. 22 of the last 26 games the Yankees have won, so just a dominant series. Paolini serving for the match here, and that's it. Paolini will advance with a big upset here, a $3 winner for Paolini, and a big underdog here, knocking off Rabakina, one of the biggest wins of her career here at the French Open. Great job for the Italian. All right, ready to make. I'm just going to take the Yankees on the run line. I mean, who isn't? Who isn't going to take even I'll take the Yankees on the run line today. I mean, pretty easy to just with everybody, and don't try to be Mr. Cute. Yankees run line here for Thomas. Yankees run line here. This is probably going to be a Thomas special here, it feels like. Dave's ready to just name the Yankees a champion. He doesn't think the Phillies can even take him, it feels like. Here's Nate. He wants to know why I don't go with Nate. What if there was a play just the other day, Nate, and not only that, you got your own shout out how Nate had this great play. I don't remember what it was, but and I was on it. And bookies want that Twins money. Thomas talking about the win here with Rabakina at minus 400 in that match. Yankees run line and over. Seems pretty square today, guys. I don't know. Even I can't be. Yeah. That's the number 2 consensus. Okay, team consensus. Yankees. All right, actually, but 100 of us here today. Thank you for joining me here for the morning steam. Orioles and Blue Jays with Suarez going up against Berrios here. Berrios minus $1.25 favorite here for Suarez. He's been pretty sharp in 5 starts so far for the Orioles. A 1.85 ERA in 24 1/3 innings thus far. For the Orioles, they've won 10 of their last 12. Suarez has gone under in 4 of his 5 starts. For Berrios, a 2.67 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's gone under in 8 of 11 starts. Both these teams are going over of late, but I'm going to probably be on the under in this one with these starters performing so well. The one thing about Berrios, this is one of the most dominant. Now, Berrios, I still think you could say he's, kind of still at a career peak. Maybe he's on the downside. I don't know where you might want to view Berrios, but Berrios has one of the most impressive uh, uh, versus team statistics. He's 10-1 in his career against the Orioles with a 2.95 ERA, 15 starts for Berrios, but a 10-1 record. Blue Jays have gone over in 7 of their last 8 at home. Orioles have gone over in 6 of their last 9. Uh, Orioles also 18-8, last 26 on the road. I'm going to grab the under here for sure in this one. Right now, show 8 over 15 on screen. And yeah, that's what it pretty much is. Pretty much 8. Pretty much 8. Maybe even starting to be juiced to the under a little bit. Orioles run line for Senna. And Thomas on the Orioles money line. Ron Hahn here today, and he's got Orioles money line. And Berrios, let's see, he's Toronto's daddy. Berrios is Toronto's daddy. No, he's Baltimore's daddy, right? Yeah, maybe I don't know how. Okay, I think Justin here, Orioles gonna try to buck that 10-1. Again, not all doesn't mean he's won every one. I mean, those are 15 starts, 11 decisions at 10-1 record for Berrios. Orioles money line here, also Dave. So everyone willing to go kind of against Berrios here. Win and loss, there's a very popular man across the street saying win loss one of the least significant things you can look at because you need run support too. You could sit there with a 1.5 ERA and be 0-10, but certainly good numbers there. And division game, so definitely sees that lineup as well. One thing I don't dive into here just because of the time factor, but you can go to a site like Ballpark Pal, or maybe you got your own site where you get the batter versus pitcher matchups. Wow, Baltimore ends up as a consensus play. I'm showing Cappers probably running about 4-1, the way I saw it overnight as I sit here watching that other tennis match, just reading stories and stuff. So Orioles are pretty heavy. I don't know if I want them because, and again, maybe win loss it doesn't mean anything. But all I know is Berrios helped his team to 10 victories. All right, we're ready to roll here with the Tigers and the Rangers. In this one, you have the Rangers $1.30 with Urena at home, favored in this one. Wow, this doesn't look like a very good pitching matchup to me. What do you guys think with the Tigers and the Rangers? Maeda's got a 9.5 ERA. He's done nothing this year. In his 9.5 in his last 3 starts. Detroit is 3-1 on the road with Maeda, but I'm not too impressed so far with the veteran. Detroit, they've won 8 of their last 11 currently. For Urena, he is 0-3 with a 4.5 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Rangers have gone under in 16 of their last 20 games, but Detroit's gone over in 20 of their last 29. This line currently the total 9, getting heavily juiced here to the under. In fact, I'm showing DraftKings is already down to 8.5 over 25. Whatever. I'm going over in this one. Come on. I'm going to take an over, you guys, with this game with Detroit here against Texas, man. Call me crazy. Not too impressed by the starters here. Let's get your comments. Thomas on Detroit. Justin and I are clicking. Here's Ronnie on Detroit on his. Dun, dun, dun. He's going with his Tigers. And I do have some Tigers memorabilia uh, from the World Series in 1984 when I've talked a little bit about my trip as a 15-year-old to Tiger Stadium. And Ron will take the over maybe with me. All right. Tigers over for Dave. Wow. Do we got a consensus here, Thomas, on an over here? I don't know. I know this. I will say the widely reported steam did come in on the under at 9 runs, but look where it is now. So I'm going over, especially it looked to me like a discount price. So I don't know if Thomas has it as a consensus, but I do see several overs here. Agree, like I got Ron, I got Dave, I got Justin, and I don't see it, and I got me, and I don't see an under. So it looks like Tom. I don't know. I don't know what the here is, but it looks like an over to me with the Tigers and the Rangers. And I was on a premium last night in this matchup on the under with Flaherty and Dunning, and it was very, very solid. We did give out Detroit here on the show yesterday as a winner. Let's see, Dave does mow down. I did have that, but I had more so the Tiger Tamers. I had the Tiger Tamers shirt. I still do, I think. I made like a little display of my, you know how it is. All right, let's keep going here. White Sox and Cubs, a big Chicago matchup tonight. Talked about it here with that steam that rolled in on the over. I mean, I was already thinking over in this one, and I'll just have to check the price now and see if it's still something that I can roll with. I'm sure that I can. Currently it was 8.5 over, but now for the most part it's 9 over. It's 9 over. I mean, this one is moving higher off of that steam. It might be 9/15, 9/20. So let's adjust the price here with Betty going up against Tyone. And Fetty's no joke anymore. We can make fun of what's going on with the White Sox here, certainly, but Fetty has a 3.33 ERA in his last 4 starts. Chicago talked about how they've won some games with Fetty, but it's really only been at home. Chicago's 1-5 with Fetty on the road. Does have a 5.5 ERA in 2 career starts against the Cubs. Meanwhile, for Tyone, who does have a 7 ERA in his last 4 starts with an 0-2 record, does have a 2.38 career ERA in 4 career starts against the White Sox. Cubs have lost 15 of 22 coming into this one. They're still $1.75 favorite against these White Sox, who have now lost 12 straight games. What are you going to do? Probably I'm figuring a lot of run line support maybe, but I'm not seeing Cappers really ready to jump on the Cubs in this one. Even the White Sox. I mean, we already know. I don't think the White Sox are in tank mode because they already knew they were bad. But I will say that the Padres, I just want to make note because we're on the White Sox, but they are hot on putting together a big package to get Garrett Crochet as their man that they want to get for that other starting spot right now. The Padres want Crochet, and they are willing pretty much to deal a pretty big minor league package to these White Sox here to get their hands on left-hander Garrett Crochet. They do have a backup plan. It feels like, I know I'm talking a little bit off topic here with the Padres, but they do kind of have a backup plan here if they can't get Crochet. But man, they are hot. The White Sox want the Padres' prized young teenage catcher. That's going to be tough. But Garrett Crochet, it might be too much. The Padres have been known to trade, young superstar talent. The backup probably for the Padres, the left-hander that they're going to go for if they don't get Crochet is going to be Jesus Luzardo. So I would expect the Padres to land either one of those two guys as the pitcher that they're looking for in the second half. That acquisition that I've mentioned, Padres were willing to go make one more trade. That might be where it's going to be. All right, we got here Ray on the over. Ron to take the Cubs here tonight. And maybe Imanaga, overshot his expectations there a little bit. Here's Thomas on the run line. Here's Justin. He wants to tail that steam. He wants to go over here. I'm going with team Justin and Ramon. I mean, gosh, we are clicking on all of our totals. So why not hook with Justin here on an over? I'm taking over. Dave's going over as well. Ron will never take the White Sox at this point. It's sad, And Jeff here, what did we take on that Orioles? What did we take on the Orioles game? We took. We're on the under. We're on the under, of course. Suarez and Barrios. And White Sox here, Jeff. There. And our guy, he's always, nothing's going to stop this guy from dealing, right? They'll deal him as they fire him. He'll be probably trying to make a trade. But I think it's proven. I've always been a backer of this general manager. I don't care what anybody says. All right. But we're never going to win. So, all right. White Sox, Cubs. I'm on the over here. Fetty and Tyone. All right. Padres, there's a transition, right? That's why we got the Padres and the Angels here with Dylan Cease going up against Soriano. Here in this one, looks like the Padres are going to get a lot of attention here. I don't know if I want to take him on the show. It's just piling on. I think the Padres getting a lot of support here with Cease. I'm going on the under here in this game. We had a premium pick winner on the under. Probably would go with a premium pick winner on the under here if everybody probably wasn't going to. Just feels like it's going to be a pile on with the Padres today. And I've been rolling them here, even with the loss here yesterday. That was our show pick yesterday, was the Padres. So I'm sure they can win one of these games. What do you guys got? Padres money line here for Ron. Thomas on the Padres. Twisted says Cease can handle this one here today because, maybe Cease has run into a little bit of trouble here so far with the Padres. 6.6 ERA in his last 4 starts and an 0-2 record in those. But on the road, the Padres are 6-0 with Cease on the road. Padres are also 19-13 on the road. They play much better on the road. Everybody's noted it. Oh, pardon me, you guys. I'm really almost done with the show here. Soriano, 3.24 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's been good. He's been okay. Been pretty okay for sure. But the Angels are 3-7 with Soriano. Angels also 4-9 in their last 13. They've gone under in 5 of their last 7 at home. Padres have gone under in 6 of their last 9. And the Cease has gone under in 6 of 8. So Musgrove, Darvish, they're going to be out for a little while here. So the Padres are going to look to make that move sooner rather than later. Jeff on the Padres, Ray on the Padres. Nathan mentioning about, maybe with Cease facing his old team, that also could be a strong reason why we're seeing such heavy support here for the White Sox. For the Padres. Caught me. For the Padres here today. And $1.45 or so. Right now, I'm showing it even higher. $1.60 at Circa. So when you got the favorite going up at the sharp book, it's not a bad idea to consider the favorite. But I'll take the under here. I can get 8 under 20 at Bovada. Grade me at 7.5. Uh, it is, let me take a look here. That line's a little stale. It's actually at 7.5 even, or even maybe even a little bit juiced to the over here at this point. So we are seeing the line kind of move higher here in the Padre game tonight. The widely reported steam did come in on the over, and they took it over 8 runs. There's still 7.5s out there. So even the Sharps seems like they got the worst of this one. And I don't want to be on the same side as the Sharps here in this one. You guys think Cease will deal? I think Cease might have a pretty decent outing here as well. Like I said, Padres on the road. Much, much better. And Angels, don't forget 9 and 21 at home. Really weird, right? 9 and 21 at home, 14 and 17 on the road. Angels and Padres both play better on the road. Mariners and Athletics here with Gilbert going up against Estes in this one. You've got Gilbert here, going to be a road favorite at $1.60. And I think we can conclude the A's of, as bad as they are, 24 and 38, they're not the White Sox, right? But Estes has a 6.1 ERA in his last 4 starts, and uh, the A's right now back to slumping pretty much. They've lost 6 of their last 8. They've gone under in 7 of their last 9. For the Mariners, they've won 8 of 9 now, and Gilbert comes in struggling a bit, 6 ERA in his last 5 starts, and the Seattle's just 2 and 5 with Gilbert in his last 7 starts. But Mariners have gone under in 9 of their last 13. Gilbert's gone under in 9 of his last 12, and Oakland's gone under in 7 of their last 9. I'm losing my voice. Pardon me here. We're almost done here. All right, we're almost done. And here comes Dave. Padres and under for Darren. I'm on the wrong game because I'm just thinking about nobody really wants to get involved in anything here with the Mariners and the A's. So maybe it's on me. I'll just make some pay. I don't think I want the Mariners, actually. I'm trying to find a way to get off of them. So I was hoping that you guys would, I don't know, consensus it or something, because I certainly like this total here. I feels like to me, but I kind of want to just grab the A's on the run line tonight. What is it? Just because we haven't seen really uh, great numbers here. Got a steam move for you in Canadian football. I got to pass this along. Let's wrap up the segment. Just give me the A's on the run line tonight, plus 1.5. Seattle's been hot. I get it, but Gilbert hasn't been as good. A's at least 2-2 in Estes's 4 starts. Okay. Hey, a little bit of steam here right now in Canadian football. I just want to pass along because Hamilton and Calgary under 46 right now. It's kind of one of our first moves here in the Canadian Football League this season. Right now, I'm showing it going down to 45. So if you want to get on this one with me and take this game under between Hamilton and Calgary, this one is on Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. So maybe I'll punch in a little bet right now on it. And Hamilton and Calgary, Winnipeg, Montreal and Winnipeg tomorrow, Saskatchewan and Edmonton on Saturday, and BC and Toronto on Sunday. So one game in the Canadian Football League over the next 4 days starting tomorrow. That should be cool. We'll preview it here Hey, I'm just going to rehash my WNBA again because I've got two plays. They're both totals. Or my premium plays are totals. So let me give out the plays here. You can go check out my videos on the games. I'll read a little bit of notes here, but I did go with the talked about at the beginning of the show too with Chad, right? I did take the aces here. They're up to -9 now, you guys. I talked about it at 8.5 last night. It really does feel a little bit icky, if I could say that. So I'll go with the aces, -9 now. The total here has dropped to 168. Um, it feels a little bit tough, man. The Wings are a pretty good team, and I know that the Aces are really good. I'm on them because I'm already on them. I wanted to. We saw, who was it? Was it Chad that laid six? No, someone else. One of our other All Star chat members said they laid six. It's all the way up to 9. The Wings are pretty good, quite honestly. So I'm on the aces here. I don't know if they'll get double digits, quite frankly. It does feel like it's getting really close now to that number. The teams met 7 times last year, with Las Vegas winning 6 of them, including 3-0 in the playoffs. Dallas is off of 5 straight road games. They did go 4-1 in that swing. The Aces have covered 2 of their last 3 now. It seems like they're always kind of inflated. The Wings are pretty decent. I mean, like I said, they've got good personnel. This team, maybe they're lacking a little bit on the bench, but does feel like this is one of the better teams still in the league, above in the top 6 anyway, right? Dallas just 3-4, but when you look at uh, you know Billings in there now, and of course Enrique Gumbawale, real tough. They've got a really solid starting unit, but do have some injuries coming into this one with Natasha Howard, of course, hasn't been able to play since that first game with that injury. That's why, they've had players like Billings join the team, step up. Tierra McCowan has been pretty hot. Brown's going to miss the game again, so she's been out all season pretty much, except for that first game. But Dallas has been able to keep it together. Aces have some situation too. Of course, Chelsea Gray hasn't been playing for a while, and neither has Hayes as she begins to join the team here. But we'll see her in action tonight. I think that's Ace's first half. We'll say hello to Fernando. Justin, thank you as well. Here comes the picks from Thomas. I think here, what is it? Atlanta run line, Yankees run line, Orioles money line, Tigers over. And I think, did the chat go with the Padres here? Okay. Confirm that with me, Thomas, that the Team Steam is on the Padres. I do want to note that. I bet whatever you guys are on, I'm betting it. I don't care if I'm against it. Even if I go on my play and going to go against it, I'm going to take the play with Team Steam. If I say something on the air and go against you, if you guys are, the consensus, I'll probably bet the consensus. I want to go with my team here, with our team, Team Steam. Thanks everybody for joining me. Really had a great time with you guys today. There's some of the baseball. Oh, let me get to the other WNBA. Sorry about that. Links and Sparks. And again, I took the links here. This one might be a little more tolerable, laying the points on the road against the Sparks. Look, I like the Sparks actually moving forward. It's just I think that this year might be tough, certainly. But I think we all can agree they've made the right move with Brink. I think Hamby is still a good player. I think the Sparks will be better than winning 25% of the games. It's just that I think this is a tough matchup. Minnesota won all 4 meetings last season. They've also won 9 of the last 10 here. Sparks might have trouble scoring right now against the Lynx defense. That defensive backcourt, all those guys, Williams, McBride, Carlton. I'm hot and cold on her defensively. I think, though, the matchup here against the rookie Jackson might be just fine. And I'm going to take the Lynx here, lay big points on the road against the Sparks, but they are starting to get a little bit close. That's why they're just free plays here. I think please get my premium picks tonight. Yesterday I kept my premium picks in the package. I didn't put them in a separate package with just 2 plays. I couldn't get on that under. I'm glad you guys had it in the chat talking about the first game of the night there yesterday. I did like it. I went with it because you guys did. I just couldn't put it as a premium. Talking about the Washington, Connecticut game, it went way under. All right, I'm on the links. That's it for the show, unless you guys can think about any other sport. I always think of some random sport later on. I'm like, oh, I should have told them about what they could bet here. Maybe, how about College World Series today, right? I don't think that I have, or, oh, no, that's already been determined in the final between Oklahoma and Texas. Here, it's a bowl. We almost made the whole show without the Wi-Fi. I'll just get out of here. It's a pick'em today. The game's at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, with Oklahoma and Texas. I gotta make a pick on the game. I'm taking Oklahoma over Texas in the Women's College World Series tonight. In this one, I'm taking Oklahoma on ESPN. Near pick'em here. I do show a few books that are shading Oklahoma as the favorite. We haven't talked about the Women's College World Series at all, really. And usually I'm a little bit more into it, actually, than I have been this year. Maybe college baseball has kind of taken my attention. Maybe we also haven't had the dominant superstar pitching, I think. I know that we got some top pitchers right now, but let me get out of here. You guys did a great job with me today. We'll be back tomorrow with more Morning Steam, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, with NBA championship finals to talk about as well. There'll be some golf certainly this week. And I just want to thank everybody here. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine. I'll have them ready to go here, including our daytime action. I got to get off the air so I can get those plays in. I like the night card, I think maybe a little bit more, but I do like these WNBA plays today. So head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can click on the upcoming tab. There you'll find the latest games in chronological order with the picks from all of our crew. Every game is purchasable a la carte for $19. That's just our default pricing. You can find our special $15 premium pick, the discount best bet that I like to run almost every day, as well as the premium pick packages where you'll get the picks for much less cost than this, but you can kind of see what everybody's on. I think that's a real neat feature of it here. You can see all their picks, what everybody's on, how soon the game starts. I think it's just a real nice feature. Click on the upcoming tab on Tony'sPicks.com and you can see all the picks from the crew in chronological order there. And, don't necessarily even have to make your pick off of that, but you can see what everybody is kind of on as far as the game they're on. All right, everybody, that's it for the morning steam. Thank you so much for joining me here. We'll catch you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern and 6 a.m. Pacific. Thanks to everybody in the chat. We're on the aces. We're on the 2 favorites, Fernando. Don't feel like these are premiums at all. In fact, I feel like the larger these lines get, I'm on the favorites and they're runaway favorites today. I don't expect any upsets, but I do think they will fall close to the line. But I am on premiums on the total. So please check me out, everybody. If you can, hit me up over there, support me, and I'll be back here. I'll tell you what, if you guys go buy my any premium pick package here today at Tony'sPicks.com, I'll come back tomorrow and do it all over again with you guys. Hit me up at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott.
Mr. T, and I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and